Hello, John Capobianco here, and what we're going to be looking at today is Google's latest report. It's just a few days old on the return of investment of GenAI, a global survey of enterprise adoption and value. Now, I know there's been a lot of noise out there, good and bad, most of it sort of implying that the investment in AI hasn't panned out. I'd like to look at the numbers. So what we're going to look at is this 44-page report. It's going to take us some time to get through, but there's some really key important information here that I think we need to take a data-driven approach from research as opposed to just our gut feeling or emotional responses to op-eds or to editorial posts on major news sources. So about this report, 2,500 senior leaders with enterprises of 10 million more in revenue, conducted by Google Cloud and the National Research Group. So here's some of the methodology. It was a 14-minute online survey, and you can see the breakdown here. And we have everyone from CEOs and CIOs to CFOs, CTOs, Director of Digital Strategy, VP of IT directors and innovation heads, from more or less all around the world, with a heavy representation in North America and the United Kingdom and Europe. So this is a global survey conducted between February and April of 2024. So let's look at the executive summary, and I think this is incredible. This should be inspiring to you. This should be exciting to you. The global survey shows that GenAI is more than just a new technology. It's a key driver of business transformation, right? So by thoughtfully incorporating AI into their operations, companies can achieve significant financial returns, improve efficiency, and sustain growth. So for CEOs, the message is clear. GenAI is an essential tool for staying competitive in a fast-changing market. Now, some of these numbers are quite remarkable, right? Rapid financial growth, 74%. So 3 out of 4 enterprises that are using GenAI report ROI within the first year, with 86% of those reporting an increase in revenue of 6% or more. Revenue, right? Productivity and performance. Almost half of the organizations report a doubling of productivity as a result of GenAI, while 63% report that GenAI has directly driven business growth. 85% report that an improved user experience was also measurable and improved user engagement. So, right, with the speed of business picking up, GenAI helps companies keep pace. 84% of organizations move a GenAI use case from idea to production in less than 6 months. What have I been saying? Some of my own tools and my own code that used to take me weeks or months to develop are now being developed in a few hours or days, right? Revenue increases within a year, significantly shorten the innovation cycle, enhance agility. Right now, this is pretty crazy for C-suite sponsorship. 91% of organizations with a robust C-suite level support show that 6% increase in revenue. So here's a nice quote from Carrie Tharp, the VP of Global Solutions and Industries at Google Cloud. Right, executive level support and strategic alignment are crucial. By connecting financial business drivers with the technology drivers, organizations can ensure that AI strategies are not just innovation, but tightly intertwined with core business goals. This strategic alignment is the key to escaping the dreaded pilot purgatory and accelerating towards tangible business impact. Already, I'm like tingling. This is so exciting. We're only a few pages in. So here's some benchmarks that we have, right? So 3 out of 4 are showing ROI. 86% are showing an annual revenue increase. 84% are showing accelerated time to value. Now the ROI, again, 74%. 1 in 3, right? AI use cases, new products and services. 2 in 5 indicate the same for customer and field service and sales and marketing. ROI from all of these new use cases in existing markets. The key takeaway, as the technology GenAI moves fast, it does move fast. To ensure significant returns on GenAI investment with this truncated time frame, business executives can direct their organization to adopt an agile approach, prioritize high-impact use cases, and be aware of regional trends. Now, here's the timeline. Seeing ROI now. Within the next year, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 plus. Across the different verticals. And we can see that a third of these verticals are showing ROI now. Another third is showing it within a year, right? Annual revenue increase. 86% are showing 6% or more increase in revenue. Here's Christopher Rabenseifner, the Managing Director, Technology and Data Innovation at Deutsche Bank. It's no surprise that organizations are seeing these revenue gains. In the long term, I expect even greater returns as the industry explores use cases that really change business models. This is transformative, right? So we see some annual increased growth from GenAI solutions here. Adopt a strategic approach into integrating GenAI into your core operations and invest in necessary resources to support its long-term growth. And we can see average time to market. This is incredible as an impact. Accelerated time to value. Within 12 months or more in production, the majority of organizations report GenAI has a direct impact on annual revenue growth. 6 months plus 15%. Look at this, 3 to 6 months. With the help of GenAI, 47% are getting accelerated time to value and getting out to the market. Now we can see from idea to production to impact on annual revenue, 0 to 12 months. Accelerated time to value from GenAI presents a significant opportunity. Select high-impact use cases based on your organization's unique needs to achieve the greatest impact. Now here's some benefits. These are like 4 pillars that you can think of the benefits of GenAI. Productivity, number 1. Almost half of these organizations have increased a double in productivity. Business growth, 63% of these organizations have grown their business with GenAI. 85%, 8.5 out of 10, right? 85 out of 100 people are experiencing a better user experience because of GenAI. And security, almost more than half have improved their security posture. 82% report improved ability to identify threats, and 71% see a reduction in time to resolution. Now that 45% that have doubled their productivity, 70% of this is in IT process and staff productivity. The network engineers, the storage engineers, the database administrators, the system administrators, the cloud administrators. 70% of these improvements are in my field, and in your field, if you're a follower of mine, in IT, okay? Faster time to insight, better accuracy. Non-IT business is still 56%. Faster time to market. Dramatically boost productivity across various organizational functions. To reap this value and gain a competitive edge, you should explore how GenAI can be incorporated into your business processes. And here's all the business growth information. 70%, 77%, 86%. And in the different areas, new leads, new customer acquisition, new products and services, increased revenue, increased conversion, right? Focus on the long-term growth here by investing in data and AI talent. Now, the user experience is quite remarkable as well. I think that we've all experienced this. Things have gotten better. Things have gotten easier. Things have gotten more transparent and significantly less friction in our day-to-day lives because enterprises around the world are incorporating artificial intelligence into their UI, their end user, customer-facing user experience, right? Automotive and manufacturing, healthcare and life sciences, financial, retail. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. Now, with security in mind, right? Improved ability to identify threats. 82% of these sample influencers and leaders in technology across financial services, automotive and manufacturing, retail, right? AI is helping us. It's augmenting us. And the proof is here, right? In these key takeaways and these data points. Potential to enhance security and mitigate risks. AI-powered security solutions already delivering substantial value in strengthening organizations' ability to detect and respond to threats. Right? And we see this wonderful quote here from Louise Ugania, the Chief Data Officer from the Bank of Macquarie. Now, here are the leaders. Let's focus on the front end, the bleeding edge, the people setting these trends, and the top performing organizations. There's a distinct group of these organizations invested more than 15% of their total operating expenses into GenAI the past fiscal year. Now that's only 16% of global operations. So what are these leaders doing who've invested 15% of their TOE back into GenAI? It's only 16%. But look at the return on investment that they're seeing here. The comparison between the GenAI leaders and the rest of the survey respondents, who may still be using GenAI, but haven't invested as heavily as this 16%. So 33% more likely to report an annual revenue increase of 10% or more. A third more likely. Look at these numbers. This is just incredible for the early adopters that have really invested in their talent and their infrastructure, both on-prem and in the cloud, right? They have clear vision for future growth-oriented goals. They bet big on GenAI with substantial financial investments. They align to the technology objectives and business outcomes. Dedicated AI teams, they're more likely to create those. And the sense of advanced adoption of GenAI across core business functions. Now, what are some of the goals here? The number one is improve customer experience for the leaders, while other organizations are really still focusing on operational experience and efficiency. New products. AI leaders are looking at new product development, while the majority are still looking to improve the individual contributor employee productivity. Increased operational efficiency versus improved customer experience. Now, we're still focusing on improved employee productivity as leaders, But the other organizations maybe are still focusing on market share and competitiveness and accelerated innovation versus trying to make more strategic decisions around the AI. Right, so here's the near-term initiatives for GenAI leaders: improved brand perception, new product development, improved operating profit margin, identification of new revenue streams, and increased competitive differentiation. Right, so we're betting big with substantial investments. We're aligning the technology to business outcomes, and we're more likely to generate dedicated AI teams. We're almost, we're a little over halfway through this report. We're going to keep focusing on the leaders here, right? 69% of the leaders use GenAI at the least half of their core functions. That's 36% more than other organizations. So the companies that have invested in it are using it in their core functions, right? And we have 10 plus use cases in production for those early adopters, at least half of them. Right, so when we look at these comprehensive C-suite sponsorship, 9 in 10 organizations with a comprehensive sponsorship, again, have that 6% or more revenue increase. You must have C-level support to get started. And we are good state in our firm, right? Again, Christopher here from Deutsche Bank, right? So right at the very top of their organization, and the different leader responsible breakdown for driving this AI strategy, typically it's the CTO or CIO, but even half of even the CEO level are trying to drive this strategy, right? So the data shows there's a clear link between C-suite level sponsorship and the returns and the productivity gains and the investment into this new revolutionary technology. So we're going to focus on reinvesting on innovation now, right? And the investment priorities to accelerate GenAI adoption. The number one, which is 47%, align the business technology and support change management to adopt AI. So this is quite scary to some of us, to incorporate AI into our change management processes, our CRUD activities, our change management boards and approvals. Is AI generating some of this code? All of the code? Is AI involved in the implementation of this new code? Number two is to upskill staff and to hire AI talent and develop the right outsourced partnerships for AI. Enhance data quality and knowledge management. Provide the right tooling and compute resources for AI. Optimize the organization structure and operating models. And also govern and manage the risk of AI. These are the top 6 areas of global GenAI investment to accelerate the adoption. In near-term investment priorities, near-term investment priorities, 47% plan to use GenAI to develop new products, services, and business models. Again, half of organizations plan to reinvest to improve those margins through revenue generation. Some industry insights in financial services, it's almost 60%, hope to leverage GenAI to improve operating profit margin. Almost 40% of media and entertainment organizations, right, would like to use GenAI gains for leadership compensation. So again, areas of near-term investment across different horizontals and verticals here. How we're going to reinvest the gains that we have. And then some more longer-term investment priorities. a 3 to 5 to 10-year outlook. Now, media and entertainment, right? It's very competitive. And the top priority is increased competitiveness and market share, ranked number 4 globally, while improving the customer experience. Telecom, similar thing, competitiveness and market share. Retail, CPG, health and life sciences, they're focusing on the customer experience. So we have different priorities in different areas of the world and different areas of enterprises, right? And some are focusing on staying competitive. Some are focusing on improving the customer experience. So some business objectives over the next 2 to 3 years. A short, mid-term view. The number one thing is increased operational efficiency. And I think we can all agree that AI can take these vast amounts of data. We are overloaded with data, and as humans, we just don't have the capability to ingest all of these different data points. Well, we can improve those operational experiences by incorporating generative AI. Increased employee productivity, improved customer experience, increased market share and competitiveness, right? So 7 takeaways for you. Let's do 7 takeaways from this article here. Number 1, and I've been saying this for almost 2 years now, GenAI is no longer a theoretical concept. It's a game changer with the potential to revolutionize the business landscape. By adopting a strategic approach, investing in the right areas, and embracing continuous innovation, you can unlock the transformative power of GenAI and achieve lasting success. But here are the 7 priorities on where to get started. Number 1 is the unified C-suite support. Get the executive buy-in and the senior leadership guidance and direction. Number 2, start with quick wins. Number 3, focus on core areas of the business. Keep a close eye on your data. Invest in transformational projects. Build your AI talent and aim to bolster enterprise security with AI. Now, there's a little bit about here on how Google Cloud can help organize and realize these values, and the National Research Group, a little bit about them. Here's how to contact Cisco again, contact Google through this consultation. So again, the name of this paper that you can just download and engage with Google and engage with me is the Global Survey of Enterprise Adoption and Value, the ROI of GenAI. Thank you for spending this time with me. I think this is extremely important to dispel some of the doom and gloom that a lot of money has been spent on AI with little to no realization or return on investment. So, with the data points and an actual surveys of over 2,500 leaders, I hope this gives you a different perspective and encourages you to start your AI journey. Thank you.